Every morning for 11 years, Sarah Mitchell walked into the same building and sat at the same desk.
She understood people. She understood people. She solved problems.
People trusted her because she genuinely cared.
510 to you.
Inside the company, she was one of the most respected employees.
Then one day, management asked her to participate in something new. They called it a knowledge transfer initiative. She thought the company wanted to preserve valuable experience. For 6 months, she trained an AI assistant called Aria.
She taught it empathy, patience, and problem solving.
Without realizing it, she was giving the machine her voice. Months later, on an ordinary Tuesday morning, everything changed. Then she saw an email from Human Resources. The subject line alone, I knew. For 5 minutes, she couldn't bring herself to open it. And then she opened it. The company was eliminating her role. After 11 years, she had 30 days left. The email thanked her for helping build the company's future. I trained the thing that took my job. She hadn't just lost a job. She had helped create her replacement. What she discovered was disturbing. She wasn't alone. Across the country, workers were telling nearly identical stories.
Different industries, different cities, the same outcome.
The more she learned, the more familiar the pattern became.
What we're witnessing is more than automation. It is a transfer of human knowledge into machine systems. The phenomenon stretches far beyond a single company. Sarah's story was personal. The problem was national. The technology itself isn't the problem. The transition is. When workers contribute knowledge to an AI system, important questions emerge about ownership and responsibility.
For Sarah, the debate wasn't theoretical. Every decision suddenly carried more weight.
Daniel couldn't fix the situation, but he refused to let her face it alone.
She began applying everywhere she could. Applications turned into dozens. But opportunities were becoming harder to find. Five interviews. 0 offers. You start wondering if you're the problem, even when you know you're not. Some days, the hardest part wasn't the job search. It was trying to protect her family from the worry she carried. Children notice more than adults often realize. For a moment, life felt normal again. You start questioning yourself. Was I not good enough? Did I not work hard enough? And then you realize it wasn't really about you. The loss affected everyone in the household. We just need to stick together. We just need to stick together.
We will get through this, Emma.
She remembered the people she had helped over the years. And slowly, something unexpected began to return. Hope. 3 months after her layoff, Sarah made a decision. She enrolled in a workforce retraining program. The irony wasn't lost on her. They were teaching her how to work alongside AI. I already knew how this technology worked. Maybe understanding it was actually an advantage. She began exploring a different path. Soon, small businesses began asking for her guidance. This will automate your inventory.
I see. That really saves us several hours.
Her experience gave her a perspective technology alone could never provide.
We must prioritize ethics in AI. For the first time in months. For the first time in months, she could see a future again. As Sarah rebuilt her career, she began asking, she began asking bigger questions. The conversation was no longer just about technology. We've spent decades protecting physical labor. Now we're facing questions about intellectual and emotional labor too.
People like Sarah had contributed something valuable.
If human experience helps build a system, that contribution deserves recognition. Sarah's experience now helped her collection. Sarah's experience now helped other organizations avoid repeating the same mistakes. The challenge isn't whether AI will shape the future.
The real question is how people fit into that future.
That is the future we are building today. Sarah no longer saw herself as a victim of change. She had rebuilt her life, not perfectly, but with purpose. I'm not angry at the technology. What I'm asking for is fairness. The future of work will not be defined by technology alone, but by the choices we make about people. Across America, there are millions of stories like Sarah's. The question is not whether technology will change work. It already has.
The question is whether we will build that future with people or without them.